get my position, and I want to bring my body this way a little bit, all right? Because my base is compromised on this side. So if I'm going to get swept, it's going to be this way, right? So maybe I don't get swept. Maybe he brings me this way, and go ahead.
This way?
Yeah, and maybe I put my foot out, and that gives him an opportunity, right? So I want to try to keep my feet under his hips. I grab my position, I put a ton of pressure down his foot. Right away, we don't have a ton of time here. I'm going to take this hand and hook it under his elbow, walk until I get to this position, and then I'm going to come up. When I come up, you have to think of this as getting your torso behind his tricep. All right, so we're here. I'm going to slide. I want to slide up and around the corner. So I come up to one knee and my foot, and then as I start pulling his head up, I can lean this way. That gives me my S-bend. Right? Then as this foot comes out, right, you windshield wiper it out, and then I kind of walk my foot this way until I get to his arms, right, and then we're good. There, we lock him in, and then as I slide down, look, he'll tap off here. Right? We want the bottom one, right? But with this one involved in this secure position here, right, it's hard for him to defend. Right? Otherwise, if I just have this one, then maybe he like goes like a rear naked choke grip here, and now I got to fight all these grips off, right? If I have both, if I fell with both this way, and he tries to defend, we're in a much better position. Then we're going to finish this way. Right? So again, you want to think of your body getting behind the tricep. That's super important. All right, so right here, I slide under, pressure, walk. Here, slide up to knee and foot. All right, then as I bring his head up, I start leaning this way and walk the foot. So this one windshield wipers out, and I start to walk, constantly pulling. I see both are available, lock him, and then slowly start moving. In a situation where the setup's going to be the same, I come up, but I don't come up enough, and I'm here. So like, there's pressure, but not really. And then like, I get my leg up, and if I grab this arm, and I have to like do any kind of version like this, right? Look at all of this space here. As I'm sitting back, usually the guy will just shrimp and bring his elbow down to the mat. And like, now I have nothing. This happens a lot in Nogi because it's so slippery. Happens in gi as well, depending on the space. So you have to make sure that as I'm coming up and I'm here, right, when I grab the arms, right, I'm almost like shaving his face. Like I bring my leg up over his head this way. There is no big hook. And then I roll off of him. See the difference in tightness, right? There is no space. And then as I'm sliding back, same thing. Until he taps, right? My back hasn't hit the mat yet. You should always be able to tap the person with an arm lock before your back ever hits the mat. All right, so if you're taking this big, like, hippie hook, the guy's gonna get out every time. You almost wanna get this leg to come up and meet the other knee, squeezing your knees, and then roll off of him sideways right into position. And see now there's no big like foot cross or anything, right? This slides up. As I roll off of him, right, this leg just finds position, and then you look to armlock over the hip. Right, does that make sense? So if you find yourself like taking that big stepping hook, you're gonna lose it. Right, it has to be like pancaked onto the whole time. Does that make sense? All right, let's just try a few more. Ready, 1, 2, 3.